Good evening, everybody. How are we? It's Sunday night, so that of course means only one thing. It is our Luke Addison Racing Sunday Series 3. This is round 8, and this is Bathurst. Mount Panorama, ladies and gentlemen. This is where things can sometimes go a little bit wrong. It is very deadly, but it is also bloody awesome round here too. Now, just before we get into giving you the standings as it is right now, let's just wish our current pro championship leader, Richie Gasson, a very happy birthday today. I saw it on Facebook earlier, and I believe he's a year younger than me as well, so now I have to feel very old. But happy birthday, Rich. Hope you have a great race. So let's check in and catch up with our pro standings. There we go. Could not find the button. Right, so it is birthday boy out in front. Richie Gasson leads the way with 209 points. Our very own GRDC club trustee Daniel Moffat is second with 199 points. Stevie Morgan currently third with 179. Paul Sims 152. James Payton 129. Stevie Howes, who I don't think is racing tonight, 116. Dimitri, I only say his first name because I always pronounce his surname wrong. 101 points in 7th place. Cormac, who's missed a few races due to PC issues, 99 points, the same as Mr. Jabenko. I don't believe Cookie is racing tonight either. So let's take a butchers at our Pro-Am standings. So leading the way is Chrissy Wilson. Sandbagger Chris is top of the pile with 188 points. Errol Vishuri, our smooth talking Finn, and also our co-commentator on our World Sprint Championship on a Wednesday night, is second with 168 points. John Bunny Mitchell is 1 point behind with 167 points, who just managed to get in before the server went up. Finished his meal early with his missus just so he could come racing. What dedication from the man. Graham Hefford is not racing tonight. He is in the States working, but he's currently 4th, 137 points. Paul Garnham's not racing either. Jules is no longer in the championship. Roger Strebel, 122 points, currently 7th. And Raul Pasta, 121 points in 8th. Cormac Malloy and Jack Mays have only just joined this championship last week. So let's check in with our AM standings. Leading the way in AM is Kev Walker, 214 points. He leads, that's 14 points more than Renato Ribeiro with 200 points in second. Yannick Shaper, 191 points in third. Young Jordan Canty, the younger of the two Cantys, is 4th on 182 points. Old Man Canty, 139 in 5th. Mikey Ball, 126 points in 6th. And our man in Amsterdam, who's had a bit of a struggle this season, bless him, Frank, such a top bloke. Put so much effort into it, but trying to balance between LMU and ACC, and he's sitting 7th with 120 points. So that brings you all up to speed on the current standings. Got just under 4 minutes left on the clock. So let's bring you up to speed with the latest news, what we've got going on at GRDC. I put up an announcement in the Discord just before the race server went up. Just updating everyone on what the plans are. So we are, we've got 4 rounds left on our LMGT3 Championship on a Monday. The details of what is coming next for the Monday series will be announced this week. But it's exciting. I don't want to spill the full beans yet until everything's confirmed, but we're going to improve on what we've got on a Monday. There will definitely be a different race format, because at the moment the seasons have double tyre wear and double fuel usage, and I have some plans how to make the most of the rest of the bits we can do there. Wednesdays, we have of course got still running our World Sprint Championship that kicked off 2 weeks ago, round 3 this Wednesday, which has been really exciting. We've got coming, we ran a 2.4, a 24 and 2.4 race at Le Mans on Saturday. Lots of fun. We wanted to do that for a while, but when we first did it, the time multiplier wasn't working on the servers, so we couldn't actually run that. Sorry, I've still got the standings on there. Right, there we go. So we can now do that. That was really good fun, and we are going to have a... this week we're going to announce a 3-round 24 in 2.4 series that will run on a Saturday, and we'll also be announcing a couple of other one-off weekend races too, trying to maximise all of the features within LMU to bring you that World Endurance Championship experience as much as we possibly can. Lots of guys in the Discord have been asking if they, how they can support GRDC, or keep offering to send some money to help keep the lights on, etc. We've always turned it down because we wanted to launch a proper Patreon couple of levels that offer perks. So we're still putting together all the perks that's going to come with the tier 2, and that will come a little bit later down the line. But this week we're going to be launching the tier 1, which is a basic option. I think it's only be a couple of quid a month to help keep the lights on, servers up, etc., and offer a couple of other ways how the Patreon members can get involved with the club if they wanted to. I think it's the right time to launch that as we start to grow our championships, and in the with the driver swaps coming in May, we'll be looking to launch some endurance races and endurance team, and there'll be lots of ways GRDC club members can get involved in different areas of the club, because we've had quite a few people asking, and we want to be able to offer everything properly. So that's really exciting and news as well. And we may even have a little bit of exciting news coming for the ACC race on a Sunday, because we did confirm we can't use Luke as a sponsor anymore. And Dan, Paul Sims and Aero want to keep the series running and have offered to run it, but we might even be able to take that a step further. But so the series will definitely always have a series for the foreseeable future of ACC on a Sunday, and hopefully something to replace. Not that we could replace Luke. He's been such a superb sponsor. And we're very proud to have his name on our championship. But how things work out, and as we grow, we need to progress that. Good evening, Mr. Garnham. Sir, appreciate that you are leaving the like. Let's just get ready for... I keep losing the cursor again tonight. Let's just get ready for quali. 2 seconds while I... Right. I'd imagine Dan is the first one out of the pits. Let's... Cursor, why do you keep disappearing? I think I might need some new batteries in me. There we go. Right, let's get that back on. Let's get back to the action. So, as normal, Dan was the first one out of the pit lane. So we'll be the first one to set a time. In hot pursuit is Dmitry Chebenko and Richie birthday boy Gasson. I know I say this every week, but this is the toughest bit of the night for me. Keeping up with the times as they cross the line and trying to find someone that's on a hot lap. I normally end up missing everybody. So I will do my best. Yeah, Richie Gasson's birthday today. So it's nice and hot, as you would expect, in Australia. The land down under 35-degree ambient air temperature and a 45-degree track temperature. So the guys are going to need to manage their tyres. If you are new to the stream, the race format, once the qualifying is over, is a 60-minute race. All the guys have to change their tyres, a mandatory pit stop for tyres. But they have to take all the race fuel at the beginning of the race. The refueling is switched off. Let's ride with Dan as he goes up onto Mount Panorama on his first flying lap. Should be flat out through here. All through here, trying not to clip the wall. Maybe a little lift just here to rotate the car around. This is very awkward and tricky. Balancing little dance on the pedals. Just a dab of the brakes to get the car rotated. Trying to take enough speed off to get the car around the corner, but enough speed to keep the momentum going. A good exit. As we head down to Gaz's elbow. Or is that the one before? I can never remember. Down to the last corner. And across the line, first time on the board is a 2:01.887. Chebenko goes second with 2:02.945. Richie Gasson goes second now with 2:02.372. This is why it's always hard to keep up, because it happens too quick. Stevie Morgan's gone second with 2:02.247. James Payton crossing the line with 2:03.062. Dimitri goes seventh with a 2:03.520. Did I say Paul Sims? I think I did. Paul Sims is fifth with 2:02.945. Chrissy Wilson is pole. No, Roger Strevel has just taken pole so far in Pro-Am for 2:04.215. Chrissy Wilson is second for 2:04.325. Right, hopefully they'll spread out a little bit now and we can start to see who's actually on a hot lap. And it does make it a little bit easier. Not that much easier. And the guys there at the back are on a hot lap. They are showing blue on the track map. Kev Walker is currently pole for AM with a 2:05.072. Renato Ribeiro second for AM with a 2:05.130. Yannick Shaper is third for AM at the moment, 13th overall with 2:05.702. John Buddy Mitchell, 2:05.712, is currently fourth in Pro Am, 15th overall. Danny's not currently up on his lap, and he's actually setting exactly the same time as what he did before. But Richie Gasson, birthday boy Gasson, is over half a second up as he heads down to the last corner. Just lost a little bit of time, but goes second with a 2:02.072. Who else is up? Paul Sims. No. Number 12. Dimitri goes fourth with a 2:02.782. 771. Raul second in Pro-Am for 2:03.270. 330. It's coming in too fast. Kev Walker 2:04.932. 159. Ronaldo Ribeiro 2:05.010 is third in AM, 15th overall. Right, 9:09. Why can't it be nicely spread out like Jordan? Good evening, Phil. How are you, sir? Yes, it should. I've been looking forward to this one, to be honest. We know how much Dan loves this track. Jordan over 10th up in his previous lap, 2:07.520, puts him 18th overall, but 4th in AM. 24, John Bunny Mitchell. I can't see you on my list. Where have you gone, man? There he is. Crossed the line for 2:05.007190. Cormac Quinn is 6/10 up and improving. It goes 5th with a 2:02.812. Number 81 is the next valid lap. Dimitri is a couple of tenths up on his previous lap at the moment. It's currently 6th. Evening, Stevie Howes. Why are you not racing tonight, mate? Everything okay, I hope? And he's improving. He's 4 tenths up. Rounds the last corner. Still gaining time. It's over half a second up. He's going to jump up to 4th with a 2:02.430. I can't find number 78. Number 78 was Richie Gasson. Improves to a 2:02.072. Number 12. The other Dimitri goes 6th with a 2:05.510. 771. Raul is going to slightly improve to a 2:03.187. Kev Walker still second in AM, but 12th overall, 2:04.190. Right next to Yannick Shaper, who is leading. He's on pole for AM at the moment. John Bunny Mitchell is just over half a second up. Not feeling right tonight. Well, I hope you feel better, mate. You will be missed out on track. Bunny improving a little bit more. Goes 14th overall, 4th in Pro and 2:04.397. Jack is not up at the moment. Who's next on a hot lap? Number 78. Just over 5 minutes left on the clock. Right, Richie Gasson. Birthday boy Rich is 2.5 tenths up at the moment. Yeah, I love this track. Great track. Very, very challenging. One mistake over the mountain, clip of the wall, and it can be race over. Not just for you, but for those behind you. So, yes, very exciting. I think this one's going to be really great. Stevie Morgan goes second with 2:02. Richie Gasson goes pole with 2:01.835. Steve Morgan, I didn't see going across the line, but has gone. Did go second. He's now third with a 2:02.032. Cormac Quinn is ninth with a 2:02.812771. I need a broadcaster to change the buttons for me because I can't move it all. Chrissy's not up. Can't move it all faster. Kev Walker's not up at the moment. 4 minutes left on the clock. John Bunny Mitchell is not up at the moment. Dan is on an out lap. 23 behind. What's he doing? Jack, there we go. The 2:02.73. Good. Nice darts, Paul, mate. It's good if you improve around. It's such a tricky track. Such a tricky track. Who is that right behind? So that's Stevie Morgan. He's right in the toe. This is going to be awkward for Steve to balance. He's gaining on Jack behind. Pro driver Steve, Pro-Am driver Jack. He had to back off. He caught up too quick. He was half a second up. Frustrating, but that is racing. But Jack is improved, nearly 3 tenths up, and he's going to jump up 16th overall and for 6th in Pro-Am with 2:04.910. Chrissy Wilson, ladies and gentlemen, suck up to 7th overall. 7th, leading Pro-Am, pole for Pro-Am at the moment with 2:02.625. 49, 40 was 49. No, that was Chris. Kev Walker, P2 in Am at the moment. Our current Am Championship leader at the moment. Nearly half a second up. Improves, goes pole in Am with 2:03.915. 2 minutes left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Qualifying is crucial here. It's so difficult to pass over the over the mountain. It's almost impossible to pass, really. And down the straight, you really need to be right in the toe. So many people are going to be running such a low wing. Cormac is going to cross the line. It's going to ever slightly improve. 18th overall, 2:05.035. So yes, the qualifying position is crucial here. It's one of those tracks that, yes, there's some nice long straights, and if you're in the slipstream, it's okay. But is Dan going to fancy his chances against the Nissan in the slipstream? I don't think he will. Where's number 28? I can't. Why do I go number blind when I'm looking for the numbers here? Yannick, no, not up at the moment. 163. Stevie Morgan, after losing a bit of time, catching up with an Am on the previous lap, backed off, has improved nearly half a second up and takes pole. 2:01.662. Number 158, a man in Amsterdam, Frankie, goes third in Am, 16th overall, 2:04.827. Chris Wilson is not up at the moment. Kev Walker is, though. He's 3 tenths up. Oh, he's just lost a bit of time. Commentator's curse. Apologies. Right. Is he going to cross the time? Lapping time to get another one in. Oh, I don't think he did. Right. Last ditch salute. Oh, Dan didn't quite pull that off. Looks like he got it a bit out of shape. Number 28, Yannick Shaper. Three tenths up now as he comes off the mountain. 4 tenths up. He's currently sitting second on the grid in AM, 12th overall. These two AM drivers, him and Kev Walker, really taking it to the pro AM drivers round here. Can he keep this momentum going round the last corner? Not much. 3 tenths he gains. Takes pole in AM, 203.665. Steve Morgan as a bore. I don't think he's on a hot lap. 78. Richie Gasson. A last ditch attempt from Richie Gasson. He is about just over a tenth up at the moment. He's going to need to find a little bit of time coming around the last couple of corners. And he might just nick pole here. Heading down to the last corner. If he can keep the momentum going round. He's going to nick pole. Birthday boy is going to steal pole. 201.535. Take a bow, Richie Gasson, on your birthday. Blimey, what an exciting finish to the qualifying here in round 8. While we just wait for the session to tick over, let's just run you through the grid. So on pole for pro, birthday boy, Rich Gasson stole it at the last. Steve Morgan second, Danny Moffat third, Dimitri fourth, Paul Sims fifth, Chabenko sixth. Then we have our pole sitter in Pro-Am, Chrissy Wilson, 7th on the grid. James Payton, 8th. Cormac Quinn, 9th. Real Pasta, our second in Pro-Am, 10th on the grid. Our pole am sitter, Yannick Shaper. Well done, mate. 11th overall. But he's got Kev Walker right there next to him. Let's just get the session in. Then we've got 13th, Roger Strebel. John Bunny Mitchell, 14th. Smooth talking Finn Aero Visuri. 15th, a man in Amsterdam. 16th, Jack May. 17th, Renato Ribeiro. 18th, Cormac Malloy. 19th. The younger of the two Canties, an old man Canty. 20th and 21st. So next to each other on the grid. And then Mikey Ball, 20 seconds. Our man in Amsterdam still seems to be in the pits. I wonder if that was on purpose so we could have a calm start. the guys are on their parade lap. Won't want to do too much warming up of the tyres. With a 41-degree track temperature, it is a little bit cooler than what it was in quali. Chrissy Wilson, our Pro-Am current championship leader. Muscling it in with the pros. 7th overall. He's going to want to keep those two pros in the shapes of James Payton and Cormac Quinn in between him and Raoul. Yeah, the Nissan will be quick here. Be super quick down those straights. And although it is only a short run down to the first corner, I'm sure Richie Gaston is quite pleased that he's got 2 Ferraris right behind him on the grid. And then an Aston as well, back in 5th. The only one that's going to be really quick off the line, as well as the Nissan, is the McLaren of Paul Sims, our head of stewarding. Making sure those boys are keeping it clean up at the front end. Just a reminder of the rules. We've got a 60-minute race. A mandatory pit stop for tyres. Did we just lose somebody? Mandatory pit stop for tyres. Refueling is turned off. Yeah, we've lost Steve Morgan. I thought there was a car missing at the front there. Of course, it is the Lambo of Stevie Morgan. Hope everything is okay. Mikey Ball's also in the... So as they creep down to the start line, waiting for the lights to go green. Green, green, green. We are racing here at Mount Panorama, Bathurst. This is round 8 of the Luke Addison Racing Sunday Series 3. So we see Danny Moffat making sure he's getting through to second place. A little bit of argy-bargy door banging between Dimitri and Paul Sims. Paul Sims looking to the inside now as they head up the mountain for the first time. Steve does seem to be back in the pits. Roger Strebel seems to look lost as well. Aero Vissuri has got a drive-through, so potentially out of position or speeding in the start procedure. But everybody seems to be going up the mountain nicely on the first lap. Cormac Malai putting lots of pressure onto the rear diffuser of that Porsche of Aero. we do have our first casualty. Dmitry Chubenko seems to have come a cropper over the mountain. But as the field starts to spread out, we'll be able to zoom in on the actions as the deltas starts to work, as we see Jack Mays pulling alongside John Buddy Mitchell. I turn. I hope he was holding his brakes. So awkward to turn in on that part of the track. Thankfully, it didn't take too many others out with him. Aero is serving his drive-through now. I think Stevie Morgan and Roger Strebel should be able to get going again soon. They both still seem to be in the pits. But now we've got Dan Moffat trying to chase down birthday boy Richie Gasson. If you didn't catch the race last week at Silverstone, these two guys had a race-long battle. Absolutely epic. Ash Canty is in the pits and Cormac is in the pits. I think they got caught up in the mess that come after Jack. And John Barney Mitchell. Chubenko doesn't look like he's got any damage that I can see from his first lap escapade. So hopefully he just ran a little bit deep. He didn't manage to catch the wall or anything like that, but right on the rear of the Porsche, moves to the outside that soon will become the inside. And gets the move done. Renato Ribeiro putting lots of pressure. Oh, he was just backed off going through the kink. This is our Pro-Am leader, Chrissy Sandbagger Wilson. He's got two pros in hot pursuit. Now, he knows this is not a battle for points, but I don't think he's going to want to give these places up easy, because that yellow Ferrari behind that you can see just coming into shot now is second place Pro-Am driver Raul Pasta, as Renato Ribeiro gets past Jordan in a timely fashion before they go up the mountain. Cormac Quinn chasing down James Payton. Just jump back because we've got Yannick Shaper reading in Kev Walker. This is a battle for P1 in AM class. We'll come back to that, but this is the two-way battle of the two pros, now become a three-way battle. It's the AMG of James Payton breathing down Chrissy Wilson's rear diffuser, and right up his chuff too is Cormac Quinn. Pro-Am v Pro, but this battling is allowing Rail Pasta to Dimitri, making his way through past another place, regains those places. James Payton looks down the inside of Chrissy Wilson. Side by side round turn one, but this is going to be a good opportunity as well for Cormac Quinn to take advantage. He's right in the slipstream of James Payton. Chris is on the inside. Is he going to yield or is he going to defend? He's got Rail Pasta catching as well. He backs off. Goes single file and up onto the mountain again. We will come back to that, but Dan Moffat filling the mirrors of that Nissan as they start the descent down Mount Panorama again. Let's see where he is. Is that Nissan just going to drive away? 0.6 of a second at the moment. What is it going to be when they get to the kink? 0.5. He's caught up just a little bit. Perhaps a better exit. As Richie Gasson runs wide. And the opportunity is seized by Danny Moffat. Just because it's his birthday, let's go back 15 seconds. Oh, just missed it. But there you go, Rich. One for your blooper reel, mate, on your birthday. We'll just wait for the replay to finish and we will jump back. Back to the action. There seemed to be a little bit of a glitch then, didn't there? Let's just make sure that it hasn't glitched and bugged out the contact software. Nope. Which is good. Right, back to the action. Right, here is a question for you guys in the chat right now. We know how treacherous Mount Panorama is. Now, we are almost 10 minutes into this 60-minute race. How many contact incidents have been recorded so far? Answers in the chat, please. So we jump a little bit further down the grid to Aero Visuri, our smooth talking Finn, who got a drive through at the start, really putting the pressure onto a man in Amsterdam's rear diffuser as they come down Mount Panorama again. Paul Sims has had a miss hit. What's happened? Let's jump back 15 seconds to see if we can catch it. No, didn't go back far enough. Dan is out as well. What has gone here? I need to wait for the... Where's Dan? Dan has disappeared completely. What has happened here? Paul Sims is now down to 12. James Payton's down to 13. They've obviously had a coming together on the mountain. But they was, a little way back from Dan. Did Dan have a mishap on the mountain? Did he server crash him out? What's gone on here? We need answers, chat. We need answers. And the answer to the question is 4. No, it's not 3. Because the other one, the fourth one was a test one. 3 contact incidents, car on car in the race so far. Not bad for a start at Mount Panorama. Paul Sims in the pits. Chrissy Wilson was caught back. He was the yellow on the last corner. Right, you are. Chris Wilson trying to get back on terms with Cormac Quinn after losing the position to him and James Payton. James Payton's obviously now further down the field. Can he put some distance between him and Real Pasta? Chris Wilson right in the toe of Cormac Quinn. Is he going to be close enough? We know that BMW is no slouch in a straight line. Chubenko making his way back through. Now trying to get past our AM leader, Kev Walker. Gets the move done. Not that I think Kev put up too much of a battle, of course, because it is not a battle for points. My timing ball still on my software is still saying 22 cars though. I'm really confused. Right. So Richie Gasson now has a nice 5-second lead after his mishap at the kink and allowing Dan Moffat through. Dan's steering fail disconnected. Oh, absolutely gutty for him. I know how much he loves these tracks. Dan's steering failed with his new steering wheel. Oh my God. He's not going to be a happy bunny. Absolutely gutty for him. So these are the closest cars on track at the moment. If you run down. Also note we just see Richie Gasson in the lead. Dmitry Yaroshenko, P2. And that is the green BMW of third place, Cormac Quinn. Chrissy Wilson is fourth, but our Pro-Am leader. Less than a second behind him in the yellow Ferraris is Real Pasta. Fifth overall, second in Pro-Am. Just jump back. To catch the overtake of James Payton on Jordan. Now Aero also going to be wanting to get a move done as well. Don't think Chris is going to be close enough to look at a move. Or they got the mountain. Oh no. So Aero past Jordan as well. Let's check in with the others. Just keeping an eye on Raul and Chris. Kev Walker, our AM leader at the moment, currently 7th overall. Oh! Yannick Shaper is P2 in AM. Just took a nasty bash on the wall. That BMW is looking a bit beaten. Having to take the emergency exit. Coming down the mountain. has also ended up in the wall. Just goes to prove, no, it doesn't matter if you're an AM driver, a Pro-Am driver, or a pro driver. This mountain can be... doesn't take any prisoners, does it? No prisoners whatsoever. Jabenko in the pits. John Bunny Mitchell, 9th overall. Still occupying currently 3rd place in Pro-Am, but has got Jack Mays breathing all down his neck, making that BMW look very, very big in his mirrors. As Jack just runs wide on the exit of the last corner, taking a little bit of a scrape on the wall. Yannick is in the pits to get some repairs done on that BMW. James Payton, 9th overall. 4th though in AM. Mount Panorama has been a proper bitch to these pro drivers, pushing it so hard. Aero 5th in Pro-Am, 10th overall. Young Jordan Canty is currently sitting 2nd in AM, 11th overall. Keep it sweet, keep it clean, and he could be picking up some more big points for his championship aspirations. We see him just get a wiggle on. I'm going to move away from him. I don't want to put the commentator's curse on him as he goes over the mountain. Mikey Ball. Started at the back of the grid, you know. He's currently 3rd in AM. If he keeps it out of the wall, keeps it clean, he's going to be picking up some big points and taking that 3rd step on the podium. Our man in Amsterdam, Frankie Steinek, starting from the pits, now 13th overall, 4th in AM, looking good to pick up some points. Yannick still in the pits, getting some repairs done. Paul Sims, after having to pit for repairs, although he is down in 14th, he's 5th in Pro, and reeling in our AM leader, although a lap down, so he's going to want to be unlapping himself. Let's jump to Stevie Morgan. Must have got disconnected or something at the beginning of the race. Came back in. Is a lap down to the leaders. What happened to Renato there? Oh, I just run wide. But kept it out the wall and lives to fight another day. Let's jump back to Stevie Morgan, because this man is trying to get back as many places as possible, of course, but currently holds the fastest lap at 2:03.157. Almost 2/10 faster than our race leader. His best lap, 2:03.340. Well, the field is nicely spread out now. So it gives us the opportunity to see who are the biggest movers and losers position-wise. Our biggest movers, we got two. Mikey Ball and our man in Amsterdam have both gained 9 places each. Our biggest loser at the moment is our very own club trustee, head of stewarding, Paul Sims, down 10 places after. Didn't catch it. The incident that happened, but down 10 places. Stevie Morgan not only has the fastest lap, as we've said, has the fastest sector 2. Richie Gasson has the fastest first sector, but Dmitry Yaroshenko has the fastest third sector. All right, let's jump back to the action. These are the two closest cars on track. Cormac Quinn being hunted down still by Chrissy Wilson. So the scheduled pit stops now starting to play out. As we've seen all season long, pit stops can make or break a race. We've seen some great pit stop expertise throughout the season where people like Stevie Morgan at Suzuka, Dan Moffat at Silverstone, taking advantage of absolutely nailing the pit stop and gaining time and positions on track. Let's get the view of Chris as he negotiates over the mountain, muscling that awesome sounding. Oh! What's happened there? Let's jump back 30 seconds to see what happened here. It looked like a little AMG on AMG action. That is Roger Strebel in the white AMG, who loses the back end. Oh, just well done, James Payton, for managing not to pile into the side of it, and well done, Roger Strebel, for holding your brakes. That is exactly why we ask you to hold your brakes, ladies and gentlemen, so you don't go rolling back and take out cars as they're trying to avoid you. We won't mention any names, of course, Paul Garden, will we, mate? We wouldn't mention that. Mikey Ball's in the pits. Chrissy Wilson's in the pits. Steve Morgan is in the pits. Ash Canty is in the pits, but is he... I don't know if he's still in the pits. Right. Who... Is there anyone close looking for battles at the moment? No, let's check in with our birthday boy leader and get a driver's... It's not a great shot, is it? Go to bonnet cam. Watch the birthday boy negotiate the top of the mountain down the other side in the Nissan. Yes, fair cop, Gov. Oh, Dan, I am absolutely gutted for you, mate. We didn't catch it on stream, but I can't believe your new wheel disconnected. What? What's going on there? So, top end speed down the straight. Let's have a little pop quiz in the chat. What car is the fastest down the straight so far through the speed trap? Answers in the chat, please. Whoa! We had a coming together between Jack and John Bunny Mitchell. That ended up with Bunny being put into the wall there. Paul Garnham says Nissan not even close. Come on, guys. Answers in the chat, please. What is the fastest car down the straight through the speed trap here at Bathurst? Kev Walker's in the pitch. John Bunny Mitchell's in the pitch. Cormac Malloy. Is he still in the pits? BMW, you say. Get your answers in the chat. Feels so spread out at the moment. We have no battles going on at all. Pop quiz ending in 1 minute's time. What car is the fastest car through the speed trap? Yaroshenko now in the pits. Aero Vizuri and Jack Mays in the pits as well. Dmitry Yaroshenko in the pits. Also, right, the answer is the BMW. 286 kilometres through the speed trap, and that was set by Jack Mays. 280 for the Nissan. 281 for the Ferrari. 282 from the AMG. Steve Morgan has improved on his best lap. It's now a 2:02.917. Let's listen to that V10 negotiating the mountain. That's what we like, a happy winner. Oh, yeah, but he was trying to get away from Dan at the beginning. Ooh, we got a bit of Porsche on Porsche action just about to unfold as Cormac Quinn is now in the pits as well. We've seen John Bunny Mitchell and Aero Visury go at it a number of times this season already. He did seem to be gaining, but coming down the mountain and off the mountain, John Bunny Mitchell just stretching the legs of his Porsche and gapping Aero further. So let's check in with our AM battle at the moment. Jordan's currently leading the AM on track, but still needs to pit. Kev Walker looking a little bit bruised on the front of that Ferrari. Jordan now got that screaming V10 Lamborghini of Steve Morgan rapidly catching. And is passed. Jordan making it easy for him. Of course, not a battle for points. Stevie in the Lamborghini, pro driver, young Master Canty, and AM at the moment, but doing very, very well indeed. Steve Morgan gone even faster at 2:02.687. But Raul Pasta is flying as well, and has the fastest first sector in the race. Currently what's happened to Raul? Because he hit the wall on the exit, did he? Raul was not far behind Chrissy Wilson before the pit stops, but now finds himself down in 9th and 4th in Pro-Am. What did we miss? But Aero is reeling John Bunny Mitchell in again. And the front of both of those Porsches looking a little bit scuffed. Let's jump on board with Aero. Let's see what he's seeing. Bunny just clipping the wall. Gaining, but he's not going to be close enough this time to attempt to throw it down the inside. Jordan now in the pits. We've seen this week in, week out between these two. In particular, the Imola race this season was absolutely superb. These two going at it all race long. Both Porsches looking a bit worse for wear. Just a little scrape here of a wall, a little scrape there of a wall can start to play havoc. Is he going to be close enough? Is it 0.3 a second behind? He's in the slipstream. 0.2. 0.1. He looks to the inside, but just not quite close enough. Just showing his nose, try and put Bunny off a little bit. Force the error. Great battle between these two. Let's check in with the others. Out race leader, so we've got just under 21 minutes left on the clock. Richie Gasson leading the way. This comes down the mountain for the 18th time. Just jump back to Aero v Bunny. As they're heading to the right hand as it go up the mountain, almost side by side. So while they go over the mountain, checking with second place Dmitry Yaroshenko, almost 17 seconds behind our race leader at the moment. Third on track is our pro. Hold on a second, we'll jump back to this battle. Don't want to miss the action. This Aero basically glued to the bumper of John Bunny Mitchell. But what's happened here? Steve Morgan's gone to the inside. Something for the stewards to look at, of course. So back to Chrissy Wilson. Yeah, so our pro leader currently. Hold on. I'm just going to talk you through the other positions. Because every time I flick away, these two pull side by side. So yes, Rich Gasson, birthday boy, is leading the race and pro. Got a 16-second lead over Dmitry Yaroshenko. just clips the wall on the exit. Third on track, Pro-Am leader, Chris Sandbagger Wilson. Cormac Quinn is currently sitting third in Pro. Fourth overall. Kev Walker, our current AM Championship leader, has got himself a nice gap over nearest AM competitor Jordan Canty. Kev is 5th overall, Jordan is 11th. Another great race from Kev, who will surely be moving up to Pro-Am next season. John Bunny Mitchell is 2nd in Pro-Am. We've seen these two battling. Aero is reeling him in again. 6th overall. A smooth talking Finn is 7th overall, 3rd in Pro-Am. Raul, 8th overall, 4th in Pro-Am. James, who we've seen in the wars tonight, is 4th in Pro, 9th overall. Paul Sims, 5th in Pro, 10th overall. Younger of the two Canties, Jordan, is 2nd in AM, 11th overall. Another great performance from Jordan. Is going to score some really big points again tonight. Another podium looking likely. Just under 16 minutes left on the clock. Just in the background, we saw this person, our man in Amsterdam, Frankie. 3rd in AM, 12th overall. A more solid race from Frank tonight. I'm sure he'll be pleased after starting from the pits. There's only one Mikey Ball. 13th overall. 4th in AM. Our fastest lap of the day is from this man, Steve Morgan, who is 6th in Pro, 14th overall. Master Shaper. We saw have a coming together with Steve. Is 15th overall and 5th in AM. Master Strebble. With an erect bonnet. That might be quite difficult to see out of, actually. Roger is 5th in Pro-Am, 16th overall. See Stevie Morgan making his way past, well, he'll be making his way past Mikey Ball. Mike made it nice and easy for him. The field nicely spread out. Closest cars on track. And a potential battle unfolding, ladies and gentlemen, as we see our man in Amsterdam reeling in the younger of the two Canties, young Jordan. And Frank just lost all his time to Jordan by letting P2 in the race through. Maybe a bit cautious, but maybe thinking it's a lot safer than making a mistake, because although he's lost time to Jordan, he's still P3 in AM. Arrow. Oh, I can't find my cursor. I can't watch. I can't watch. He's reversing the card. Oh, he's RTG'd. Thought he was going to reverse all the way down then. My heart was in my mouth. We've currently got no battles going on. We'll get some nice, sexy camera angle shots of Birthday Boy for a lap. We've got just under 10 minutes left on the clock. Let's bring you up to speed with what we've got going on at GRDC this week. Tomorrow we have round 8 of our LMGT3 challenge, and we are at Fuji. Fucking Fuji. And it's going to be wet by the looks of it, but drying out as the race goes on. So tricky conditions. But will be exciting as it has been all season long. On Wednesday we have round 3 of our World Sprint Championship Hypercars and LMGT3s. Again from Fuji. You can catch all of the action here on GRDC. You'll be able to catch my race POV, and you'll also be able to catch Ben and Aero bring you all of the action with their screen in screen action. The pops and the bangs from this as Rich negotiates the deadly but very, very awesome Mount Panorama here at Bathurst. 8 minutes left on the clock. Dmitry Yaroshenko currently P2 and doing a very good job of keeping it nice and tidy. He's going to score some big points tonight. Hitting 282 kilometres an hour down the straight. And starting his 25th lap. Chris Sandbag-Wilson, 3rd overall and our Pro-Am leader. Master Jordan's in the pits again. Looking battered and bruised. Let's jump back. Oh, I was going to jump back fast enough. Or far enough. But it looks like he's done a very good job to bring it back. And now we just got to sit here and watch him bring it back for the next 45 seconds while the replay unfolds. But Richie Gasson has taken the fastest lap of the race with 2:02.027. Ten seconds left on this replay. Didn't catch the crash. Sorry, Jordan. But I did catch you bringing it back. Doing a very good job, sir. Right, we jump back to live action. Where was we? So, Cormac Quinn is 4th overall and 3rd in Pro. Fifth overall and our AM leader, Kev Walker. Another race win is on the cards here for Kev with just under 5 minutes left on the clock. Our current AM race leader and our current AM championship leader. John Bunny Mitchell. 6th overall. And 2nd in Pro-Am. Yeah. Unlucky, mate. Unlucky. DSQ'd for reversing too far down the track. But we saw what he was trying to do. It's unlucky. And it was such a great battle unfolding between you and Bunny. Again, my man. So I'm gutted for you. But John Bunny Mitchell is going to score big again tonight. 2nd in Pro-Am. Raul been promoted to 3rd in Pro-Am because of Aero's mishap. In his crash test dummy liveried Ferrari. James Payton, 4th in Pro, 8th overall, was having a sterling race until the mishap. I'm not sure if he got collected with Dan's disconnection. But what's happened there? This is a replay of Steve Morgan trying to get past Frank. Did he? Oh, he just got a wiggle on coming out. Just got a wiggle on. Paul Sims, 5th in Pro, 9th overall. We're down to 16 drivers. See, the weird thing is, it says 16 on the timing tower, and I've got 17 cars listed on. Oh, let's capture this for a memento for Ash. That was almost well saved, mate. Almost. So the next one I'm going to come to is our man in Amsterdam, Frankie. Who just needs to get through the next couple of laps to end this race. As he's currently going to score some nice juicy points. Currently sitting 2nd in AM, 10th overall. And this man starting from the pits. This just shows you that consistency. Oh, fuck us. Commentator's curse, Frank. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Just get to the end, my friend. Just bring that car home. But we are going to jump to Richie Gasson. Birthday boy is 16.5 seconds in front of P2 of Dmitry Yaroshenko. We're going to ride on board with Rich on his birthday lap. I hope we don't bring the commentator's curse to Rich. With a slow moving Paul Sims, keeping it nice and tight to the wall, allowing Rich to go through. Steve Morgan is in the pits. Looks like his damage was too much. Number 1 flashing on the screen. Number 1 on track. And he's still going to be number 1 in the championship standings. Rounding the last couple of corners here at Bathurst, Mount Panorama. Round 8 of our Luke Addison Racing Sunday Series 3. Round the last corner. Down across the line. Take a bow. Richie Gasson, happy birthday, mate. Brings it home. P1. Take a bow, sir. Yaroshenko, great, super clean race. Rounds the last corner. P2. Lots of points scored. Chrissy Wilson. Another race victory for Chris. P1 in Pro-Am. P3 overall tonight. Cormac Quinn bringing it home. P3 in Pro. Jordan has secured P3 in Am. This is Kev Walker. And this is another AM victory for our AM Championship leader. Another superb race from Kev as he rounds the last corner for maximum points once again. John Bunny Mitchell, more big points on the board. We see Frank crossing the line, P2 in Pro-Am. John Bunny Mitchell takes P2 in Pro-Am. Frank takes P2 in Am. Raul Pasta secures that third spot on the podium for Pro-Am. James Payton brings it home. Paul Sims brings it home. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was round 8. And as always, Mount Panorama delivered. Not necessarily in the best ways. We see Roger just bringing his B and AMG over the line with the help of the wall on the exit of the corner. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is us for tonight. Roger still wants to do more laps. He wants to see how far. I think, is he going to go for the dive off the side of the mountain? We're going to stay with him just to see if he can actually do this. I have a feeling he's going to try and send it off the side of the mountain. If he can pull it off, this would be a great way to end tonight's stream. I think he might have just wanted to do another lap. Fair play to him. Fair play to him. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Catch you next week. Don't forget to smash that like button. Subscribe if you would like to. Sometimes the content is quite good. If you want to join the GRDC and get involved with the racing, the link is in the description. That's it for tonight.